congrats on Player of the Week. How does it feel?
Appreciate it. It's cool. I think the most important thing, we got the win this past Sunday. So, we got a big week ahead of us with the Bengals, and so I'm just looking forward to, continuing to practice and continuing to get ready for this game. So we've had a good week of practice, good day of practice today, and so we know they're a tough opponent, so we just got to get ready for them coming up.
There's a lot of talk going into that opener about their offensive line being reconfigured and reconstructed. It's a little banged up, though, when the season started, and it didn't seem to have gelled yet. Are you seeing more of that from their offensive line? So
Yeah. I feel like, as the season's going on, that they've grown together as a unit, and so there's someone we know up front. If we want to control the game, we got to get after them up front in the run and in the pass, because we know how many weapons that they have. With of course Joe at quarterback and Joe at the running back and all the receivers that they have. So we just know we got to control the game up front.
To the point about Mixon, Coach Tomlin talked a lot about him maybe taking on some of the onus without Chase being in the mix, that they're leaning into and leaning on him more.
Yeah.
Is that what you expect?
I know he had a big game against the Panthers with 4 or 5 touchdowns, and so he's definitely a well-respected guy, and so we got to get after him and set the tone. He's a hard runner. He's very unique in what he does, and so we just got to get after him and set the tone up front.
What changes with T.J. in there has enabled you to have steps?
Yeah, I think just having him back in the lineup, he brings so much energy, to our lineup. The first play of the game, he's back in there for a TFL, and so, his presence is definitely felt, and it was felt immediately in the Saints game, and so I know teams, are preparing for that, and so it was just amazing having him back, because he's a guy who demands attention and stuff.
How's that trickle down to you then?
I just try to go out there and just, be my best self, when the weather, when I do get the chance to have those one-on-ones, just trying to take advantage and make the most of them, but I just really go out there and try to be my best self every game.
Do you see less double teams when he's out there? I mean, have you noticed that?
I just try to, take it how it is. One-on-ones, double teams, whether it is, I'm just trying to go out there and just, if I get a chipper, just trying to switch it up and just trying to play games with them. And when I do get the one-on-ones, like I said, I just gotta make the most of them and just make the most of that opportunity, because I know they don't come often.
Alex, the press release we got said you were the first Charlotte player to win Defensive Player of the Week in the AFC. Made a little history.
It's pretty cool. Like I said, it's a cool feeling, getting that. But ultimately, the only thing that matters to me is, victories. And so, if I can go out there and help my team be the best that I can be, that's my ultimate goal. And so, I just know we got to continue to be. I got to be better come Sunday. And so, because we know we got a really good opponent coming in on Sunday.
Do you feel like the vibe has changed amongst this team since you guys did get a win?
Yeah, I know that win's something that we can build off of. Coming off the bye week and just getting some time off and then coming back, and we feel like we can build on this. And Coach T said this is the time we get to start stacking victories, and especially if you can stack them in the North. And so I think this is a huge week, not just because it's the next week, but it's also AFC North ball. So we got to win this one.
You didn't have Minka or Miles really on the field with you guys Sunday. What did you make of the communication, and what does that say about you guys? You were able to communicate and play that well without those two guys in the middle.
It was awesome. Guys stepped up. Casey had a great game. Spillane had a great game. So those guys who stepped up. Coach Tomlin always says the standard is a standard. So no matter who's in, got to produce and be active. And so I think those guys did a great job of that. And so we all know that whoever comes in, they know the standard. So the guys did a great job who came in.
Speaking of Spillane, he really seems like a football junkie who talks about all the time how he wants to be a coach. What stands out about his approach?
He prepares. Especially I noticed that in 2020, whenever Devin got injured and he came in for the rest of the year, he was prepared for that opportunity, and so he's someone who's always prepared for it, and so I just love seeing the way that he works, and it truly translates to the game. So.
Casey seems kind of like a different dude.
He's hilarious. He's someone we always mess with, but he's a veteran in this league, and he knows what he's doing, and his production showed on Sunday, and so we just look forward to seeing how he continues to add value to our defense.
Diontae, I don't know how much you watch around the rest of the league. Maybe you do, but you see defensive backs doing that a whole lot more now, just grabbing it.
Yeah, like I say, you got a guy that's continuously getting open. They got to do something to try to stop you, rather than giving up the touchdown. So it's going to happen around the league.
Is it bothersome though?
No.
If you're breaking free and
something. Yeah, because you want to make a play, but in a moment it happens. You can't do nothing about it. So just look forward to the next play.
As somebody who's been really good after the catch in your career so far, how tough is it to balance, trying to get those yards after versus not trying to do too much and lose some like you did on the one catch Sunday?
Like I said, just trying to make a play on the football. Make a play after the catch, actually. You expecting the defender to come a certain way sometimes, and they don't. Like I say, stuff happens. It's not like I try to do that on purpose or anything. I know what I can do. Just got to make sure I'm going in the right direction next time, that's all.
Did you have a touchdown, do you think, on the one DPI on the slant?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was clear as day it was going to be a touchdown. But like I said, it's football. You gotta live for those moments sometimes, and it's how you respond to them. But I'm perfectly fine with those. When stuff like that happen in those situations, I'm just gonna bounce back, try to make another play.
It's a little encouraging that you get to that point. Where you feel like it's a little closer to popping a big one or two.
Oh yeah, like I said, you just gotta keep working. Something gonna happen eventually. Just keep working. You never know if you can probably come out that play, catch it and take it to the house or whatnot. So just keep playing through. Like I said, something's gonna happen.
Tomlin was saying yesterday he's been really impressed with Kenny's development so far. He thinks he's getting better every week. Where have you seen that growth for him, whether on the field or off the field?
Really just decision making. You see it at practice. Like I said, you practice how you play, and I feel like his preparation throughout the week is, continuously showing up on film. And, we just got to continue to be there for him and just be around him. Just continue to make him look good. Whether it's a good throw or a bad throw. Just continue to stay on him, not stay on him in a bad way, a positive way. Just he get down on himself, just pick him up. You just want to be there and help him throughout the week, through his game, prepare for the game actually. And we got to be on our stuff as well as receivers, as a whole unit. So I believe we're gonna continue to do that and try to keep this win column going, getting back up to where it needs to be, because we show what we can do on Sunday, but obviously we got to put more points on the board.
All the AFC North matchups are intense. What stands out to you about Steelers Bengals specifically over the last few years?
Well, it's a big game. I'll say our rival game to me. Every time we play them, it's a good game, and everybody out there competing. AFC North football, so we got to win. Divisional game, we got to win this one. It's no excuses. So we got to be locked in this week, and we're gonna be ready and focus on this game plan this week.
Diontae, from Kenny Pickett, one of his first starts, he mentioned the red zone as an area he'd like to improve upon. Where do you feel like collectively as a group you guys are at in that process, and what are some of the challenges within that red area that make it difficult?
Times we've shown that we can, score in the red zone, but it's got to be consistently. So that's just me, from my personal view. We got to be consistent, and when we get down there, we got to punch it in regardless. Because we do all that just to get down there. We don't get in the box. It's like but we trying to get out of that phase, and turn it around and actually put points on the board. But once we get in the red zone, that starts at practice. And like I said, when we get to those situations, we'll be ready. Because we done did it before in practice, so it's nothing new.
How much different is it for a wide receiver in the red zone in terms of, is the depth of the defense is not much? Is that harder to run routes? For a wide receiver, once you get closer to the end zone, the goal line, is it that much harder to get open because there's less space, or is it noticeable once you get close enough down there?
I wouldn't say it's harder. It's just being smart, knowing the situation, down the distance, and actually knowing the defense. That helps you as a receiver, dictate what you got to do in your route by knowing the covers or dictating where the defender's already going to be at, because what leverage he's playing or whatnot. But like I said, I wouldn't say it's hard. I just really just playing smarter, just knowing, like I said, knowing situational downs and knowing what you got to do in that situation. And that's pretty much what I can say on that.
At least 3 times you were running free or had a chance to potentially make a big play. Do you think one of those 10, 150 couple touchdown games is close because you are getting goals? It's just a matter of making a play and getting the ball thrown to you?
Yeah, for sure. I just got to keep doing my thing, and keep putting it on film, because they see it, the coaches see it. I got to keep just doing me, and it's gonna come. I can't be worried about pressing. I understand the situation I'm in this year, and just gotta work what I work with. You know what I'm saying? So There's nothing I can do about that. Just keep working. The coaches can't throw the ball to me. Only thing I can control, is my attitude, my effort. I'm going to do that, and I'm not trying to put no bad energy on film. So I just got to keep playing and keep getting Kenny better. And like I said, we all got to keep getting them better, and we're going to do that.